So hello reader, welcome to my world, Samir the reader. So in this video I'm going to review a book which is very popular all over the Bookstagram and Book Talk. So the book I'm going to talk about is Never Lie. It's very famous and it's a very prominent author which is FREIDA McFadden. So I'm going to review this book in my opinion, keeping in mind that reading is subjective, please don't get offended. And this book is so popular and I have read this book previous year in 2025 and it's been a long time that I have finished it. So without any further ado, let's get the video. So this book talks about a couple, newlywed couple, Trisha and Ethan, who are searching for their house of dreams and they got one. So they got a very immense house which looks like a kind of mansion, and the moment they get into the house they look a very huge frame of a Dr. Anthony Hales, which and they get to know later that this house belongs to Dr. Anthony Hales, which was a psychiatrist, a very renowned psychiatrist, and she vanished years ago without a trace, which is so mysterious. And I will recommend you to read this book in winters because the setting of this book is so wintry and so snowy. And when we will read this book, you will get snow, chilling hands and sweaty vibes and all that. So you should read in this winters. And they get to know that this house belongs to Dr. Anthony Hales. So they spend their with so many days in that house because they were trapped by a violent storm of winds and snow, and there was so much snow all around the house so that they could not move out of the house. But the moment they lived in the house, so his wife, Trisha, who is the main protagonist of this book, is so inquisitive. She found a very secret room in that house, that mansion. Uh, she got to know that the house is full of recording tapes and which belongs to Dr. Irene Hill. So she was so inquisitive to get to know that what this book, recordings are all about. So she picks one recording and start listening to them, and what happened next is so unpredictable. As she found out that all the tape belongs to Adrenal Hill patients, and every time she used to have a meeting with any of her patients, she used to record them without their permission or consent. And every recording used to end on a cliff, and every chapter of this book, particularly, ends on a very major edge that you will be always on your toes that what's going to happen next. And that's why I truly love this author and adore her, as her every chapter and every book I'm going to talk about is so fast paced. The hookiness of this book is so point. If you want to have a good reading time, just go for this without any doubt. And the story begins, story moves on, and she founds all the recording tapes and secretly from her husband, and some weird thing starts happening in the house which she is not aware of. And one day she found that when one of her patient is recording is has murdered her husband, or maybe two of her friends, and kind of this so creepy all tapes recording. And one of her patient of Dr. Anthony Hills is so mad over her that she doesn't want him to in the house, but he always gets, I don't remember his name, I think he was EJ if I'm sure. And every time he used to come she got to so panic. But the spoiler of this book is so on the point. This is so unpredictable. Tricia and Ethan, they are so amazing, and I want you to read I want you to read the last line of this book, which is so amazing. So after all, my mother always said that the only way two people can keep secret is if one of them is dead. This is so popular. This is so creepy. I love her books so much. Freida McFadden always proved that why she's the queen of thrillers. I am exploring more authors also. So this book talks about this, and the moment when Tricia reaches to the last tape, it was too late, and the spoilers comes to us. And when I read that page, I was staring at the wall. I read the two eyes. I was, what happened? What has happened? I was so flabbergasted. It's not the one of the best book that it is one of the best book of hers that I have read, but not the best. My favorite book is The Inmate, if you know that. That's so amazing. That was even more fast paced than this book. If you really want to have a good reading session, go for this. Without any single doubt, you will not be disappointed. And there are some books that I force you to read. This is one of the book. Just go and read this book. This is so amazing. You will be going to have a very nice reading session. Just blindly follow me, blindly follow my recommendation. This book is so amazing, and that's why it's international bestseller. Go for this. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you like my content, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing and liking and commenting on my video. That just motivates me a lot. And if you like my recommendation, please let me know in the comment section, and I will be back with more recommendation, more whole video, and more reviewing the books. Bear with me, and I hope you all are doing great in your life. That's all for this video. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.